Okay, quick story before we start. A few years ago, I watched someone who spoke perfect English, flawless grammar, huge vocabulary, could debate philosophy, completely freeze in a casual conversation. Someone said, "Yeah, that idea is a piece of cake." And this guy paused, looked confused, and said, "Cake? What cake?" Everyone laughed, not in a mean way, but in that moment it was so obvious he'd learned English from a textbook, not from actual humans. And here's the thing, that gap between knowing a language and sounding like you belong in it, idioms are like 90% of that gap. You can have a perfect vocabulary and still sound like an outsider if you don't know the shortcuts everyone else is using. So today, I'm giving you 10 of them, the ones that show up constantly, in offices, in group chats, on dates, in random small talk at the coffee machine. By the end of this episode, you won't just know what they mean, you'll know exactly when to drop them so they sound natural, not rehearsed. Let's get into it. Idiom 1. Hit the nail on the head. First one, hit the nail on the head. This means someone said or guessed something that's exactly perfectly correct. Like bullseye, no notes, that's it. Picture this. Your friend's stressed about work, and you say, "Honestly, I think you're just afraid of disappointing your boss." And she goes, "Wow, you hit the nail on the head." That's the moment. That's the feeling. Not just "you're right," it's "you're right" in a way that surprised me a little. Try it this week. Next time someone nails an observation about you or a situation, don't just say "exactly." Say, "Okay, you hit the nail on the head." Watch how natural that feels coming out.
Idiom 2. Break the ice. Number 2, and this one's probably the most famous, break the ice. It means doing or saying something to ease tension, usually when things feel awkward, usually with new people. First day at a new job, everyone's sitting there in silence before the meeting starts. You crack a joke about the weather or the coffee machine. That's you breaking the ice. Little bonus for you, the noun version is icebreaker. So if someone says, "Let's start with an icebreaker," they mean a small question or activity to loosen everyone up before the real thing starts. You'll hear that constantly in meetings, classrooms, first dates, anywhere strangers suddenly have to talk to each other. Idiom 3. Bite the bullet. Idiom 3, and I love the story behind this one, bite the bullet. It means forcing yourself to do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been putting off. I've been avoiding calling my landlord about the leak for 2 weeks. Okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet and call him today. Here's the origin, because it's kind of wild. This comes from old battlefield surgery, before anesthesia existed. Soldiers would literally bite down on a bullet to cope with the pain during an operation. So when you say you're biting the bullet, you're basically saying, "I know this is going to hurt a little, but I'm doing it anyway." Dramatic origin, extremely casual use today. That's how a lot of these work, actually.
Idiom 4, shorter one, under the weather. Simple. It means you're feeling sick, usually just mildly. "I'm going to skip the gym today. I'm feeling a little under the weather." Why do people use this instead of just saying "I'm sick"? Honestly, it's softer. It's vague on purpose. You're not committing to "I have the flu" or explaining symptoms. You're just signaling, "Hey, I'm not at my best today." Very useful for texting your boss, by the way. And speaking of cake, let's go back to that guy from the intro. Idiom 5, piece of cake, means something is really easy. How was the test? Honestly, piece of cake. There's a cousin idiom too, easy as pie. Same meaning, different dessert. Native speakers use both pretty interchangeably. English really has a theme going for easy things and baked goods. I don't make the rules. Idiom 6, once in a blue moon. Number 6, once in a blue moon. This means something that happens very rarely. Do you eat fast food often? Nah, once in a blue moon. Here's why I love this one for you specifically. If you just say rarely or infrequently in casual conversation, it can sound a little stiff, a little formal, almost like you're writing an essay. But once in a blue moon, that's how actual humans talk. It's colorful, it's casual, and it instantly makes you sound more relaxed and fluent. Idiom 7, and this is a great one for work or business conversations. The ball is in your court. It means, I've done my part, now it's your turn to act or decide. I sent over the proposal, answered every question you had, the ball's in your court now. This one instantly makes you sound sharp and professional in emails, negotiations, any kind of back and forth where you're waiting on someone else's move. Tennis reference, obviously. The ball's literally in their side of the court, they have to hit it back.
Idiom 8. Cut corners. Number 8. Cut corners. And fair warning, this one's usually a little negative. It means doing something the cheap or easy way at the cost of quality. The contractor clearly cut corners on this renovation. Look at this roof. You'll hear this a lot when people are complaining about bad service, sloppy work, companies trying to save money at your expense. Just know the tone. It's basically always critical. You wouldn't say, "I cut corners" as a compliment to yourself.
Idiom 9, and this one's just fun. Speak of the devil. You say this when you're literally just talking about someone and then boom, they show up or call right at that moment. We were just talking about Sarah and speak of the devil, she's calling right now. It's not actually about anything scary, despite the word devil in there. It's just that perfect little coincidence moment. Say it with a smile. It always lands well, always gets a little laugh.
And last one, Idiom 10, get the ball rolling. This means to start a process or get something moving. All right, let's get the ball rolling on this project. We're already behind. Quick comparison because I want this to really stick. Remember Idiom 7, the ball is in your court? That's about waiting for someone else to act. This one, get the ball rolling, is about you starting it yourself. Same imagery, a ball moving, but opposite direction of responsibility. Once you notice that pattern, you'll never mix them up again.